You said you'd quit last weekend, like the weekend before, and the weekend before, and before. Every Monday, same promise. Every Friday, same mistake. Why? Well, in this episode, I'm going to ask you very uncomfortable questions. And I hope that you can answer them honestly and truthfully. So let's get right into it. Let's get to the first question, and we'll assess how bad this situation really is. Over the last 52 weekends, 1 year to be exact, how many times have you used substance that you so often say you don't want to use? Surely it's not all of them, right? I mean, maybe you've had holidays, family events, or X, Y, or Z where you didn't. Maybe you just felt ill. So what is the actual truth? The next question will be, how much have you spent on it over the last year? This substance that you, again, say you don't want to use. And if nothing changes, what's the likelihood you're going to spend the exact same amount over the next year? And the last question, how many times out of all of those times you did use, did you feel truly happy at the end of it? Is it once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times? Because the reality is, there were some in there that were really fun. And I'm not here to say that there's not. For me, it's 95% bad, 5% good. And I wonder for you, in this situation, when you think about all of those times you used, did you regret it? Did you feel happy at the end of it? Or did you feel more productive? Why are you on this video if you felt productive or happy? After reflection, let's look at the hype. Every weekend, your friends will say, that was a class weekend last weekend. Yet, all of yous were sitting on a website for 4 hours thinking this is great, thinking I need an extra high. Is this true? Were they really happy with their decision last weekend? Or did they have a bit of regret? Is there a group delusion in this instance where everyone says it's great because it would be hypocrisy to say that that was a terrible weekend and that was a terrible weekend and that was a terrible weekend, so I might as well go with the delusion instead because it doesn't make sense to say it wasn't? I mean, think about it. If you have one friend and another friend and one friend says, oh, that was a great weekend, that was a great weekend, what's the likelihood they're going to replicate that action the next weekend? Very high. On the other side, you say, that was a terrible weekend, that was a terrible weekend. What's the likelihood they're going to replicate that same action, same substance, same things over and over again? Probably unlikely, of course. And what's the reality with your friends here? Did they feel just as empty as you at the end of the weekend? And the reality is probably yes. In fact, all of the people that I've held would feel empty, worthless, and a lot of shame around what they've done over the last weekend. So it's quite normal that they would feel empty. So the delusion is here, this is great, it's fantastic, but ultimately everyone's feeling rolled off for the next 3 days. We've assessed the situation of how much you're using, how much you've spent on it, and we've also looked at the group delusion. You might say group hype, in fact, every single weekend. Now let's look at what's good. Good is a subjective thought process. And have you lost sight of what is good? Good to me is these couple of things that I'm about to share with you. We're going to share with you what bad is, first of all. The first bad situation that I would think of is it's Friday afternoon. You hear music coming on, a little bit of techno or house, and you go, I would love a sniff right now. That is the first bad to me. Not good. Number 2 is what's not good is when someone says there's an after party from where we're out. It's 2 a.m. Someone says there's an after party when we've already been absolutely out of our face for the last 5-6 hours. How is this going to get any better? I mean, an after party rarely ever does get better. I mean, people leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning, we all know the example of birds chirping. But the reality is you feel devastating when you think about that. Look at it. Look at that individual. Look at you from a third person's perspective and walking down the road. What are you thinking of? What are you talking about? Getting in that taxi. How do you feel? Oh my God, that is not good. Number 3, what's not good is thinking about tonight is going to be a heavy one. It's the 21st, 30th, 25th, 40th, 50th, 60th. Tonight's going to be a big one because we got to go hard. We got to go hard. I've seen Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. He went hard, so we've got to go hard. That's not good. That is not good for your situation, for your life. It's not good. Now, what is good? Good is you having a family occasion with your friends on a Friday evening, a Saturday afternoon, even a barbecue. A simple barbecue where you're enjoying a peaceful, going home at 10 o'clock after a bunch of meals and a few drinks, watching a few games, What an evening that is. That's a family occasion that you're happy to go home with. Not where you're going, boys, what are we doing later? Are we going out after this? My family, I'll leave here at 10 o'clock and we go out partying. That's not going to be sufficient. That's not good. What good is going out there, enjoying your family time, something that you should be absolutely privileged and best to feel, and lucky that you have, going home by 11 and staying in bed and waking up in the morning feeling a little bit fresher. What else is good is going down to the pub, having a few pints, playing a game of darts or pool for a few hours, setting a time limit and then leaving. There is no need for you, oh yeah, we're playing pool here, let's get the lines done. I need to run into the jacks to get the line. Yeah, I'll be back out in a second. You don't need to do that every time. You don't need to go in and out, in and out, in and out. Enjoy a few pints. Go home at a reasonable time where your partner's still up. Yeah, your family's still awake. You can come in and greet them rather than, oh no, it's 12 o'clock here. You know, maybe she's going to sleep at this time. Maybe he's going to. I need to stay out a little bit longer. So then, what a lie, what a spoof. And I know of a recent example of what someone thought was good. Going out at 12 o'clock for the 12 o'clock kickoff, staying at 3 o'clock to watch the 3 o'clock kickoff. The 5 o'clock kickoff nowadays is fantastic. Playing poker at 6 o'clock while the 5:30 game is on in the background. At 8:30 the UFC, or 8 o'clock the UFC starts. What happens at 10, 11 o'clock? Well, we need to go out to the night and we need to get hammered and we need to get the bag. How does that make any sense? What a day from 12 o'clock to about 10 o'clock that was. And you want to push the boundaries and go for the next level. You want to go on some crazy, mad adventure, side quest. What are you thinking about? What are you talking? Go home. It's 10 o'clock. You've had a fantastic day. You do not need to go next level and next level and next level. Define what good is for you and start living what good is. Let's look at some solutions to these conundrums or madness. Yeah, because it is madness at the end of the day. Let's look at number one. The number one thing I would do if I was you in your shoes, which I was there, is simply have a game plan. What do I mean by that? Yes, the drug is incredibly powerful. We know the drug and substance is incredibly powerful. But you actually have got the ultimate power and the ultimate control. If you say you're going to leave at 11 o'clock and you don't leave at 11 o'clock, that's a little chink in your armor. You don't do that 2 days in a row, 2 weekends in a row, 3 weekends in a 4 week. You've got a massive dent in your armor. The problem is that you failed so much times that now saying anything, you've no trust in your own ability to do those things. And I need you to get some wins under your belt. You need to get some wins under your belt. I don't need you to do it. In fact, you actually do. If you said you're going to be home at 11, the likelihood of you using a substance that's going to keep you up till 11 in the morning is very unlikely. Yeah. So just go home, have a game plan, have an exit plan would be a starting block, a starting strategy. That is a good night. Nothing good's going to happen after that 12 o'clock for you. Again, there's times and occasions to go after 12 o'clock, but on a random Friday evening, on a random Saturday evening when there's actually no objective or no reason or rationale, it ain't going to make sense. Have an exit plan would be the simplest strategy that you could do and commit to it. Your friends are a massive influence, the drug is a massive influence, but you are the biggest ultimatum in the decision and you're the biggest decisive maker and you need to make a good decision and stick to it. And if you use again and again and again following this video, you must get help. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. You must get help. Now would be a good time for you to click the link in my description and see if you want to book a call with me. It's free, but also then in the future, if you keep using, let's say you don't want to do it today, remember these words. If I use 3 more times in the next 6 months, I got to get help. And I swear to God, it will be the best thing you'll ever do in your life. I swear to God. And the last solution to these couple of problems around assessing this damage, looking at the friend group, and then also looking at this element of what good is, the last element of what we're going to do for a plan, a solution, is to create a bigger meaning, a bigger purpose. I don't have time to be going out on a Friday evening up till 7 in the morning, be rolled off Saturday. I've got dreams to accomplish. I've got a life to live. I've got people to impact. There is a bigger meaning in my life than going out and using a substance that's made with battery acid, cement mix, rat poison, ammonia, which is basically in your bleach, gasoline. I've got bigger fish to fry. And for you, on a Friday at 3 in the morning, there ain't no fish you're going to be frying. You might get a kebab, you might get a fish and chips, but that's the only thing you're going to be getting. And it ain't going to be a nice, enjoyable meal because you won't even remember it. You won't remember one bit of it. Alright, if you've enjoyed this video, I would look forward to seeing you in the next video. Give this video a like, I'd really much appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Good, bad, indifferent. I love and all engaging conversations with openness playfulness, let's say. But I look forward to seeing you. I hope you're doing well, and over the next coming weeks, it'd be great to hear in the weeks that you've cut down, you've stopped eventually using this substance that's killing you and rotting you from the inside out, whether you know it or not, whether you see it or not. So thanks. I'll see you then. Bye bye.